With 50% of our vegetables coming from outside of the UK and 80% of our fruit being imported, I think we can really make changes, and autonomy, I think, is a step to help us on that path. I'm Peter Robinson from Agxeed, Sales Manager for the international region. Here we have one of three in the range of Agxeed Agbots. We have a 3-wheeler version used for vineyards, a 4-wheeler, which is 75 horsepower, and then this, the largest, 155 horsepower, the most common tractor unit. Agxeed was started back in 2018. The Agco Rogator factory was relocated from Holland to Germany, and the founders, the directors within the business, decided they wanted to start something for themselves, and so Agxeed was born. In 2018, autonomy legislations were updated and changed to allow autonomy to be a real thing. So they started with several prototypes, and within 3 years they were demoing around Europe, getting customers' thoughts and feedback on what an autonomous machine would look like. Key criteria are the 3-point linkage, hydraulics and PTO that have been around for decades. In addition to that, it must initially be using diesel. While there are all sorts of incredible alternative fuels coming to market, right now farmers pretty much exclusively rely on diesel for their agricultural operations. Starting at the front of the Agbot and working back, we have digital cushions. Should, for any reason, we have an unforeseen impact, the handbrake will be applied and the engine stopped. Also on the bumper, we have ultrasonic sensors, which look up to 30 meters in front of the machine, and also radars on the outer side, again looking up to 80 meters, giving us a multi-spectrum perception of the environment that Agbots are working in. These sensors tie into the autonomy package across the top of the machine. So we have 2 Novatel receivers. 2 receivers giving us a better heading and also for redundancy purposes. Also up on the top, we have a LiDAR, which is looking a full 360 around the machine, up to 30 meters, looking out for any hazards or obstructions within the field. Just below the LiDAR, we have full 360 cameras. So from any digital device, whether it be a phone, office PC, or an iPad, you've got full image of where the machine is, what it's doing, and the performance through the field. So on this machine we've got a capacity of up to 4,000 kilo lift on the front. Here we've got a front weight and a long-range diesel tank. At the heart of an Agbot we have 155 horsepower diesel Deutz engine, just like those used in many tractors today. And that then drives the power that we need for driving track motors, left and right, and then also the PTO. Around the rear, pretty much standard as what you'd expect on any other tractor. We have a lift capacity of up to 8 tons, 1,000 speed PTO, 4 hydraulic valves, an ISO bus for all virtual terminal and task controller equipped implements. So all operations including ploughing, seeding, cultivating, rolling, fertilizer spreading, spraying are all being done by Agbots around the world. So use an Agbot. First task is to map the outside of the field and any boundaries that you may have inside the field. From there we load the boundary up into the portal, which you can use on your app, on your phone or a PC. And from there you can simply plan the path through the field. It's automatically generated and you can work the fields just like you would with any GPS tractor. Once you've selected the path, you send that then to the Agbot, and then using a remote control we can then guide the machine to the start of the field and place it into autonomy. So once in the field, standard remote control is used to take the machine to the start point, and then from there you can enter into autonomy, turn the remote control off and leave the machine to work away by itself unsupervised. While in the field, if there are any changes need to be made, if you want to raise or lower the implement, change the forward speed, all that can be done on the fly. Fields are all different, so you can make those adjustments as needed. Remotely, you can choose to stop the machine, pause the machine. If for any reason it starts raining and you want to bring the machine to a stop, the machine will cool down and turn itself off automatically. This is the 4th year I've been at Cereals. We'll now be there with our 2 dealers, with more machines being delivered in July. Looking forward to this autumn season. Ideally, this machine's suited for farmers who really struggle with the availability of labour. That could be from a father and son arrangement where father's getting into his 70s and struggling to put the hours in that he did years gone by, where there's a huge amount of work being needed at those peak times, and the availability of labour at those peak seasons is becoming even more challenging. So leaving a machine like this running 24 hours a day to get work done in front of seed drills and sprayers can really help for farmers all over the UK and beyond. New features for this year that we'll see towards the end of the year. Field-to-field mode will allow the Agbot to finish its task in said field, commute through a gate hole, and then from there start. So by stacking up these jobs, we'll be able to achieve far more day to day. So common questions. Common questions for Agbots. This machine is commercially available. We've sold over 100 around the world, and they're available to buy from the 2 dealers in the UK. There are 8 machines running in the UK today with farmers from Kent all the way up into the borders on a whole range of applications. On a single fill of diesel, nearly 400 litres, we'll get anywhere between 22 and 30 hours of work done out of a tank, meaning you only need to visit the machine once a day to check the implement and fill it with diesel. Looking forward for agriculture in the UK and beyond, farming is becoming increasingly challenging, whether it be environmental, political, financial, cultural, in terms of labour availability. So I see that Agbots can provide and fill a gap that is there in agriculture today. We're very accepting of autonomy in milking, the dairy industry. We've had milking machines for 25 years. We've had autonomous mowers running out in people's gardens for the last 20 years. We have robots driving on the streets of California, and I really think that we need to step this up in agriculture because autonomy can solve many problems and get us producing more in the UK. Farmers in the UK are having to move production abroad. We're bringing spring onions in from Senegal because it's cheaper, and with 50% of our vegetables coming from outside of the UK and 80% of our fruit being imported, I think we can really make changes, and autonomy, I think, is a step to help us on that path. So we'll be at Cereals 2025 with 2 Agbots, both the larger track machine and a 75 horsepower 4-wheeler. Come and see us for the 4th year running and chat to us about autonomy and the needs for your farm.